Hippana. Yeah, holy hell. Why?
I don't know. Maybe he still thinks he's playing up in Germany and tribesmen are good.
Yes, tribesmen, good. They're also very unhappy.
Sicily.
Oh.
So, is this gonna happen or what?
We are paused because apparently hot joins don't just break the game if we pause. So it saves us rehosting.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
I hope so too.
So we lost Macedon. That's not great. If we do another rehost, maybe you could take over Macedon, Rose? Do you want to stick with Sparta?
I like Sparta.
Alright then. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we've got 2 hours left.
Yeah, alright then. I guess.
So are you guys plotting on what to do about Sir Rogers?
I don't know. I mean, it would be kind of mean. Him right. He comes into the...
I don't think so. I have a feeling one of the reasons he joined there is
to kill people in the first 10 minutes of a game.
Well, he did it in the multiplayer.
What did he do?
No, it wasn't the first 10 minutes.
It was pretty close. Like, it was one of the first player wars.
Well, I know, he was Debonia.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't hop in as Debonia.
Almost already is.
Debonia is actually doing decent, I guess.
Yeah, Debonia survived pretty well despite not having a player, and now the player's there. Mus is really growing fast. It would have been quite amusing if he came in as the Iceni. Icenia.
Why are they so fractured? There are 2 Icenias. Why?
I don't know, I suspect one of them was a rebellion which reformed or something like that.
This looks so weird. I guess this is the culture.
Yeah, it happens sometimes up there.
Okay, Benjamin is now out of sync.
Okay, so apparently that pause system doesn't work.
Oh, well.
Benjamin left the game. I guess we gotta do a rehost then. Right?
Just make sure to say it.
I'm gonna head down and just ask.
Who was Macedon? Agrippa, yeah. So when are you going to do the sneak attack on Sicily? You've got to reclaim it, Rose.
What, reclaim Macedon?
Reclaim Sicily. You are the Rose of Sicily, after all.
I know, but I feel bad kicking the Prussian prince out of there.
Ah, he won't mind.
He specifically said he was doing it to see if he could do as well as I did. Though I think it's kind of cheaty in that he was buying cities off of Carthage. He's got to fight for that land. He's got to earn it with the blood of his men.
Well, it certainly benefited Carthage because he was able to reinvest all that money. The amount of money Carthage is making right now is kind of insane. They are so wealthy. I'm kind of intrigued to see what Aldred does because he's a much more aggressive player. Hey, Blondie.
Hey, guys.
Hello, we're rehosting.
Rehost because we can't get Prussian or Ben back in.
Okay. Rehost it is.
Restart game.
Yep.
Yep. You can't buy the provinces. You've got to fight for them. Yes. Pay the iron price.
It's economic warfare.
You have to pay the iron price.
I think this is really well implemented, the whole getting slaves and then using the slaves, moving them around.
Yeah, I really like the fact that when you occupy a province, you get a portion of the population as slaves. I think that's a really
But also
good
that
mechanic.
warfare costs you, right? If you have constant wars in your lands, you're screwed at some point.
I think that's why Carthage wanted to do that economically. He didn't want a costly war against Sicily when he wants to build up against someone like Rome.
Yeah, I guess he just didn't want to kill the player. They could have crushed Sicily.
Really? I mean, Rose survived.
Yeah, in an alliance with Rome. I mean, I guess you could expect the Rome player to prop up Sicily against Carthage.
But in the first war or two, Rome didn't really do very much. It was mostly Sicily, right?
That's also
Yeah,
because Rose is
in
a
the first
genius.
war or two, Rome has no way to get down. They need like 6 military accesses or boats, and Carthage starts with more boats.
Yeah, many more.
Okay, what did you do then, Rose? You need to watch that.
What? The first war with the heir of Carthage?
Yeah, how did you do it?
Basically, I was holding my ground, and a lot of it had to do with him misjudging how a player would play compared to an AI, from what I saw when Christo entered. He because in his test games, Syracuse and then the 2 other little guys on the island were all in a defensive pack. So he attacked one, he attacked all 3, and could eat them all at once. I had attacked them and taken provinces, but I still left a buffer between me and him, and they hated him, so they wouldn't give him military access. And then also his vassals were not attacking like they should. They were just landing in like 5k stacks, 7k stacks that I would just crush, and then shuffle back to the center and wait for another stack to land. Yep. So he had a 20k off the shore, but he didn't want to land it for some reason.
Game's up, by the
We
way.
could never figure out why. So.
Okay, that's interesting. Well done.
Well, yeah, my first war was not so much my skill, but some luck. The next wars, I had time to actually build up, because Syracuse starts so weak. So weak.
I've actually been thinking about how you, like, for my multiplayer thing, how you stop the bigger powers from bullying the smaller ones.
Well, that's the whole point of things like defensive pacts. You don't. You let them band together. Because the whole point of the defensive pact is internally it doesn't protect you, but as soon as an external foe comes in, the whole group bands together against them.
Well, that's weird. Like, I've been part of a defensive pact as Sparta, and I still couldn't attack the other people in the pact.
Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to work, but I haven't actually seen it working properly like that.
That's how it's supposed to work. I read the description.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to attack anyone in the same pact as you.
No, you are supposed to.
That's what the tooltip says. It says they help each other against outside foes, but you can attack anyone inside.
Oh, it doesn't work that way then.
No.
Yeah.
At all.
Oh, you bought a rubber ball, Beiju? Just like me? Yeah, that's great for your back if you use that instead of a thing.
I'll be right
Instead
back.
of a normal chair.
CPU spikes like that with the original OBS?
No, I mean, I'm at 98% now, just loading the game up.
Hey, Aldra,
Yeah,
It's
no.
closed.
I have a
Any
message
app-
for you. Effa's saying, say hi to Aldra so he knows your black screen and Totus. Something about black screen and toaster CPU.
I get the idea, yeah. she's BMing me, yeah.
Okay.
Fuck, screw you, Effa.
Oh,
Like, my
Unsung,
most-
I love it.
My most loyal mod. Love it.
I just pulled up my performance. It says my PC has an uptime of 3 days, which is worrying me because I've been turning it off.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Sorry, Effa, I completely butchered that message. I was like trying to paraphrase as like, what are you trying to say here? Okay, so you've abandoned Aldra to watch my stream? Is that what you were saying? I think that's what you were saying. And hello everyone, hello, hello, hello. I haven't really said hello, so hello! We're just waiting for people to load in, and in fact I need to say observer and ready. So I am not holding things up. Mord stream, best stream. I mean, obviously. He went down because of OBS issues. Oh, I see, so he actually crashed out. So it's not just that my stream is the better stream, although it clearly is. Hey Fisher. Oh, I really want to see a big player war. We haven't had any yet. And that fake war between Macedonia and Sparta doesn't count. I'm actually really happy that Aldra is playing as Carthage, because Aldra is a much more aggressive player than Roach is. And I'm hoping to see Sir Roger stir things up. Like, the fact that the Greeks are saying, we don't want to pick on him, I think that's a mistake. Because he's going to consolidate, and I reckon he's going to do it pretty quickly, because he knows how this game runs, probably better than any of us. And he's just going to turn around and stomp. And yes, Mitch, I am purposefully picking on you. Wait, the Nile is not navigable in this. No. There is no real river sailing. Doesn't mean it wouldn't happen in the future, but I don't think there was so much of a history of sailing down rivers and raiding as there was, say, during the Viking Age. I mean, sure, there was some, but I don't think it was as much. What's that? Wow, Tordenia has actually expanded up to here. They have gained a little bit of land, haven't they? Gothonia. I love the fact that Estuia are still alive. Estonia. Sweden. Where's Denmark? Dania. There's Denmark. West Gothia. Burgundy. And then Itelrugia is basically Norway. Caledonia. I didn't realise there were an actual nation called Caledonia. That's kind of cool. I thought there were Picts up here. I wonder if the Picts exploded or something. Or if the Picts emerge as part of that. Maybe it's the... No, it's the Pictish culture, I think. Oh no, Finland. That could be Finnaithe. I mean, it does sound like it could potentially be Finland, yeah. Anglia for the Angles, which made it over to Britain to form the Anglo-Saxons. And we know that the Saxons are around somewhere, though I think they were destroyed. Gothonia. I don't think that's the Goths, though. I think the Goths from further south. There is actually one of these provinces is Gothazinga. Let's see, where is it? It's one of... There it is, Gothinia. Yeah, it's Gothonia and Gothinia. I'm pretty sure that this is where the Goths were from. And then you have the absolutely infamous by now Iberia in the Caucasus. And I do believe that one of the achievements is to get Iberia and form... Or rather, get Iberia to Iberia. Moria still hasn't exploded. I think they are losing a couple of territories. Like, I'm pretty sure that this was all Moria, so they are losing a little bit of territory, but they definitely haven't, like, properly exploded yet. The Finns aren't Indo-European, they're Ergo-Finnic. True. Which is why I was a little confused. I don't think that is Finland. It sounds like the Finns, but I don't think that's Finland. Like, Suonia definitely is Proto-Sweden. And Dania is definitely Proto-Denmark. Wait. Oh, Gotland is colonizable? Hell yes! I didn't think it was. I was kind of expecting Gotland to be uncolonizable. But apparently it's not. And boom, we're in the game again. And we are paused still until we wait for all the players to arrive. Let's just see if we lost anyone. Emnul's still over there. Lost those guys. That's Mus. Holger's down here. Prussian Prince, Midge. Horath. We did lose Macedonia, Agrippa. Ben, Sir Rogers, Zate. And then Blondie. And Sparta. Can't forget Sparta. Early Roman historians used the terms Pict and Caledonian somewhat interchangeably, so it's difficult to say, really, to differentiate between the two early on in the history. That's what I saw. I saw the culture. I remember just seeing this big, bold Pict in Scotland, but apparently it's the culture, as opposed to the nation. Let's have a look at Caledonia. I'm kind of interested to see what they're all about. So if we click on you, and click on you, we can see that they have got a budget of 284, though they are losing money. 13,000 out of the 14,000 manpower. Loads of military points. So we should probably see if they have any military traditions. 0 stability, 15 pops. Okay, that's a tiny nation. Military traditions. Do they have... They've actually got 4 of them. So they need that much military because their technology is going to be so poor. Actually, it's not. Their technology is really good. Scotland really can into space. Look how advanced Scotland is compared to these guys. Level 5 on both of them. Level 0 down. How is Scotland so advanced? What? They do have citizens. They have a lot of citizens. Why does Scotland have so many citizens? Wait, was that Albion? No. Was there an Albion? Oh, the Iceni have spread over here. Yeah, I know that Spiffing Brit was in Scotland. I just didn't realise that he had this basis for actually getting a lot of technology. I'm surprised. Because that's significantly more than most other nations would have. I mean, that would kind of explain why their money is so poor. Well, actually, not necessarily. What's their trade like? Yeah, see, they don't have very much trade. Because the more citizens you have, the more money you will make from trade. Because every citizen contributes commerce income. And they only contribute commerce income per trade thing coming in. And they've got 1 of 3. They could buy in grain. At the very minimum. Ah, oh. Buy the grain! It'll increase your population growth too, which is something you desperately need. Oh, Macedonia has expanded. As soon as the AI takes over, they balloon. And they now completely surround Rome. So I wonder how Rome's feeling about this.
Oratory power is like the biggest thing stopping growth, which I guess is why it's so lucky for Rome to get, I think, its claims on like everyone on the...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rome gets an insane number of claims.
Not sure if they should.
It's like the whole of Italy, like everything that Midge has taken so far is the free claims. Including Dalmatia and including that little bit of Corsica. I think they also get some on Sardinia, which he hasn't used. But Macedonia seems to have expanded somewhat. They've actually got a border with Rome now.
Yeah. We had to take
Yeah.
the Epirus and the other stuff. Stop them from getting a foothold.
Makes
More
sense.
of a foothold.
Yeah, I mean...
Because, yeah, I did wonder what your reaction would be as soon as you saw him in Dalmatia. Because that's definitely, like, your backyard.
He said he took it in a defensive war.
A likely story. I'm not sure I would trust that one.
Yeah. I'm more annoyed about the possibility of the Bosporan Kingdom actually stealing pops from me with their coastal raids and me not getting notified.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine though, I guess.
Coastal fortresses stop it, though.
Oh, do they? That's good to know.
But do you have you have to have a coastal fortress in every province then?
Or is it
Or
just
is
the ones that they cover?
Is it fortress in the province or fortress cover too?
I
'Cause
think it's
might-
by covered.
Okay, that just means that I have to do a bit of strategic resettling to get my fortresses up to level 2. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know, I guess. So you can basically be greedy and not protect your stuff.
Which is basically what Italy's done, because their fortification levels are poor.
Yeah, they have
Oh,
not.
look at me.
Yeah, yours is good.
I don't have fortification levels. I just have a lot of attrition. So.
Yeah, fair.
I got my whole country covered as of now, because otherwise it's just annoying.
Oh yeah, sorry, yes. Yeah, you don't. But man, just Italy looks so empty if you go into the fortifications map mode.
Not really. I mean, they have
compared-
actually more than I would think is reasonable in the middle.
True. I mean, compared to your
down south.
Southlands, yeah, sure. Anything looks dense compared to that area.
That means how many forts do I have? I have 7 forts.
Like Rose's defensive infrastructure is good. Thrace's is good.
And I'm actually gonna axe a few because of that one.
Renamed! Sparta, I'm sorry, is no more.
Arcadia, congratulations. You are the 4th rename? Yeah, pretty sure. Helvetia, Suabia.
Oh! What? No,
Sicily.
Sparta! Heathen.
But where to
Nice.
after this? Argos and then Phrygia? Oh, Sicily's taking more of Crete.
I
Yeah.
think they got an arrangement.
You have an arrangement, did you say?
Yes.
Go on.
They're fine to take the way other city-states. I just wanted what I have, and we'll be fine. We'll
So
see
do you-
how long that lasts.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you have any other plans for expansion outside of Crete then? Because your options are getting a bit limited.
Tall.
Very tall.
Oh, and
up
Sicily's now guaranteeing me.
here. See, they're scared of
Sicily,
you.
Rome, and Macedon are guaranteeing me.
They really, really don't want you entering a war against them. So they're trying to be nice.
And I think they also don't want me dying, well, except for Macedon. But I don't think Rome and Sicily want me dying and us having to re-host.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I'm at 21 cities, so I'm still a local power. I'm getting some beautiful slaves, though.
I was going to say 21 cities and 300 population,
That's not too bad, yeah.
of which
Well, I may be returning the favor to Ben that he's put onto others.
only 18% of your population is slave. It's not too bad. 41 citizen, 40 freeman. Anyway, can Sicily enter Rome? I don't know. No, I think Sicily is Greek and Rome is Latin. But we can double check. If we go over to Sicily and then decisions, they can reunite Alexander's empire and they can form Magna Graecia, which is like southern Italy. Which would be another interesting target to go after. It's basically Naples. Magna Graecia is basically Naples. Do religions give a bonus like in EU4? No. The only thing that religions do is affect population happiness. I suspect that is something that they will be expanding upon in the future, though. Because they've definitely set themselves up for a lot of different religions and things. Although in this era, there's like I was going to say there was no Reformation, but actually, in the latter part of this era, there were some pretty big shake-ups in the way of Christianity appearing on the scene. But during this era, I think things were relatively stable. I want to say... I'm being so hesitant because I must admit, like, classical history is not my speciality. I was always interested in Middle Ages beyond, so I am somewhat out of my comfort zone here. Particularly when it comes to the different religions. Like, I'm a little bit surprised that Rome is considered Hellenic. I mean, I guess the Roman pantheon basically mirrors that of the Greek pantheon, but they are different. But are they different enough that it would really matter? If there were no Vikings, it didn't happen. Well, there kind of are Vikings up here. And I was actually talking to Blondie earlier, where you could take the military traditions, which allows you to raid coasts, then just build an economy based on raiding. And in fact, if we go and have a look at Ethelrugia, at their military, I just want to double check to see if they can actually raid coasts. They can raise levies. Okay, no. I don't think they can. Hit and run, that's just a tactic. Yeah, they can't raid coasts. So it kind of looks like it's only the Greeks who can raid. So if you have a look at their military traditions, it's this one. The Victor Spoils enables the raid ports ability, and you can't do it without that ability. So you could basically play as like Greek pirates or something like that. Or if you were able to export your nation up to Scandinavia and then start raiding from there, then yes. I don't think that there are any Greek states up here. The closest would be Massilia or some of the Iberian colonies. I'm trying to think what other cultures might be able to. I don't know that your traditions are any different. I mean, traditions are very much one of the things that I kind of expect them to be adding more of in the future, but these are all just barbarian traditions, they don't change. British? No, just all the barbarians. I think there are like 3 traditions. Barbarian, North African, which is Carthage, Italic, Greek. Oh, Egypt probably has some. Nope, Egypt uses the Greek ones, because this is Ptolemaic Egypt at the time, this is not with the pharaohs. This Egypt is basically the era of Assassin's Creed Origins. Although I think that's slightly after, because you meet Cleopatra. Cleopatra was one of the late Ptolemaic pharaohs. That's all Greek. Are there Persians? No, because Persia was another Greek successor at the time. Persian traditions. Okay, so there are specifically Persian ones. Do they come with coastal raiding? I kind of doubt it. They too can raise levies. I don't know what that does. It might be like a free manpower replenishment or something like that from local populations. And then we have Indian traditions as well.